scary skeletons and shivers down your spine.
Hello gentlemen and gentle ladies, my name is Sir Stanger, and Halloween is upon us. And with the arrival of the spookiest day of the year, we also got some pretty spooky scary updates from a couple of my favorite games, and I want to go ahead and talk about them real fast, because Halloween has always been one of my personal favorite holidays. I always thought it was a really cool concept, a really fun idea, and it always really brought a lot of people together. I always thought it was a really cool way to spend your time at night, going out and getting candy and such, and it's just a really cool idea for a holiday. So I've always been a big fan of Halloween, and so these Halloween updates have always been my thing. Now, Blizzard has obviously put a lot of effort into this year's Halloween update, not as though there's been any other Halloween updates for Overwatch, but they really did show that this year they're going to be setting some sort of precedent, like they kind of set a bar as to what we can expect for future holidays. So I'm sure we're all excited for Christmas, because I'm sure that's going to be a pretty awesome update for Overwatch as well. But we did manage to get some pretty cool skins, some new cosmetic items for all of the different heroes in Overwatch. And we also got some a nice little gameplay mode, this Junkenstein's Revenge you can see going on here in the background. It's a little horror mode, very reminiscent of Man vs. Machine from Team Fortress 2. I've had a lot of fun with it. I haven't been playing it a whole lot, but what I have played of it is a lot of fun. It does limit down the character pool, which I would say kind of sucks, but I understand why they did it for, balancing reasons. Some heroes would be way too overpowered in this game mode. But I have had a lot of fun with it, and so with that, I would like to see more of this kind of thing from Blizzard in the future. Maybe not necessarily, straight up, MVM type horde game modes, but definitely more of this kind of theme stuff I think would be a lot of fun. But I will say what Blizzard delivered is what I would kind of say is the bare minimum if they're going to be putting out a Halloween update, each year. They really should be putting out, costumes for all the different heroes and some sort of cool spooky game mode. It's really kind of what I would consider to be the bare minimum for an update like this, especially with the kind of standard that Team Fortress 2, set a long time ago with the way that they came out with all the different Halloween cosmetics and the weapon spells and the boss modes and stuff like that, on all the different reskinned maps. Obviously, Team Fortress 2 has not been keeping up with themselves very well, but obviously they did kind of set a standard. So from Overwatch, I would expect at least that much, especially this early on in the game's life cycle. So I think it's pretty cool we get to see that kind of fresh start in a game for these kind of Halloween updates. But I know we're not all here to talk about Overwatch. In fact, I believe the majority of my subscribers are here for my Team Fortress 2 content, which is perfectly fine, but I do play Overwatch also, so I figured I'd throw this in here as a little side note. Overwatch did get a pretty hefty Halloween update, so if you haven't gone to check it out already, I would suggest doing so. But I was waiting to make this video, this Halloween video, until TF2 really had an update, and we really got to see what Valve was going to be bringing to the table, and so we could discuss it, kind of compare them side by side, and just, see what the developers are thinking on each side of the field right now. Now, I know there's a very vocal group who's pretty upset about this year's Halloween update for Team Fortress 2, seeing as it was a little bit on the short side. There wasn't a whole lot to it. It was really just kind of revival of all of the previous Halloween updates. Something very similar to what they did last year. But they did bring back the Marasmus contracts, the Maraz missions, I believe they're called, and those are pretty fun, assuming that you're able to get those. I believe everyone should have access to the gargoyles now, whether you paid for them last year or not, and so you should have access to the Maraz missions this year, which is a pretty cool thing. They did release a fair number of cosmetics. Some of them I'm actually a huge fan of, such as the new spy loadout, the big hat, or the big top carnival looking spy. I actually like those cosmetics a lot. I'll have to get those here in the future. But I do think that Overwatch probably outshined Team Fortress 2 a little bit this year, and that's a little bit to be expected. It sounds like Team Fortress 2 kind of has focus elsewhere right now. They're really working on the Pyro update, and so I wasn't expecting a whole lot this year out of Halloween, but I know that there were some people who were really expecting a lot this year and were really let down. I can kind of understand where people are coming from, being let down from this current Halloween update for Team Fortress 2, but I also don't understand at the same time. It's very reminiscent of last year's Halloween, and they did kind of come out and say, well before the Halloween update was coming out, that they weren't going to have a whole lot for it this year, that it was going to be mostly like last year's Halloween, because they're really trying to focus on making sure that this Pyro update's really polished and perfect when it comes out. So I understand why some people would want, like a previous Halloween experience, like a brand new, map, and a brand new boss for Halloween or something like that, and that would be really cool. I wouldn't complain at all if something like that happened, but at the same time, they did come out ahead of time and tell us that they kind of have their focus elsewhere, and so I wasn't really expecting all that much from this Halloween, and I got exactly what I expected, which was, not a whole lot. It was the standard for Halloween, of which we have kind of come to be used to as of recent years for Team Fortress 2, and that's okay. They don't need to put out a grand Halloween every single year just to keep their fan base. I know I certainly don't need it every year just to be happy, but it is always a cool thing. It is always a cool thing when they put a lot of effort into a Halloween update, but they're just really focusing that time and money into something else right now, which I think we've been asking for a lot more than an especially spooky Halloween. One other thing I will take note of is that the unusual drop rate, I know that they said that it had been increased during this event, but I didn't realize by how much. I have a couple friends who've unboxed anywhere from 3 to 4 unusuals just in the time of this event already, and they haven't been unboxing that many things. The unusual drop rate is a tad bit ludicrous, which I know is going to really decrease the value of the unusual effects for this Halloween event, which I'm okay with. It's not, a horrible thing to have some slightly lower tier unusual effects just because of how common they are, but it really is pretty cool to see so many unusuals dropping all at once. So if you haven't already, maybe try your hand at unboxing 1 or 2 things. You might find yourself rather lucky this year because there are quite a few unusuals out there, especially if you haven't paid anything for the game at all. It would be to your benefit to buy something, so that way you can get all that extra inventory space and stuff like that, and you might have your chance at an unusual too. So if any time of year you're trying to go for one, now's probably the time. But I will say that during these Halloween events, I see something that I don't really see in the Team Fortress community during the rest of the year, and that's really a much more kind of a sense of togetherness. I see a lot more people playing just in general, and I also see a lot of older players, helping newer players, helping them figure out how to defeat these Halloween bosses, because they may not know, figuring out how to get these Halloween contracts done, and just in general, just a little bit more sense of community going on within the game, and it really does feel cool, and it's a refreshing taste of what the game really used to be back in its glory days, and I really believe it can get back to where that it was, and I really think that we can achieve that once again. But these Halloween events really do kind of bring us all back together again. So even if it wasn't everything that you were hoping for, I have been having a lot more fun playing the game. There's been a lot of really nice people online, and there's just been a lot of really crazy, insane stuff going on with all this Halloween madness on every single map, so that's been a lot of fun too. So if you haven't already, grab some friends or make some friends and, jump onto a Halloween server, have some fun with the madness going on. It's only around for so long, and just try and enjoy yourself. It may not be everything that some of the old updates used to be, but it is still a lot of fun, and I'm playing it pretty frequently. I know ladies playing it pretty frequently, and I've just been having a lot of fun with it. I guess the real lesson for today is, don't overhype an update that was never really hyped to begin with. I don't think anybody was really expecting a whole lot out of this update, and if you were kind of just kidding yourself. There was never really anything promised, and never really anything to be expected from it. We know the Pyro update's coming out soon, but assuming every update that's going to be coming out next is the Pyro update is just kind of ludicrous. So just, be ready. Just be surprised when the Pyro update comes, and, be happy when it does. And speaking of pyros, Lady Stanger just turned 21 yesterday, my fiance. She is going to be doing a live stream later tonight when this video goes up, about 2 hours or so after this video goes up. And so she's going to be doing a nice little happy birthday live stream there. Go ahead and follow her on Twitch, and I'm going to leave a link to her Steam group and her Twitch down below, so you can go check both of those out for her birthday. I'm sure she would appreciate the heck out of it. But anyway, guys, I want to get your guys' opinion on these Halloween updates, so please let me know what you guys think down below. Did you like the Overwatch Halloween update? Did you like the TF2 Halloween update? Were you expecting more? Were you expecting less? Did you get exactly what you wanted? Let me know down below. I'd be very interested to see what you guys think. And I also want to get your guys' opinion on me potentially doing another live stream. I'm actually working on a video for my previous live stream. We're working on a highlights video, so those of you who weren't able to make it to my live stream can see some of the better moments from it. But I wanted to know if you guys wanted to see me do some more live streaming, in the future. Probably mostly on Lady Stanger's channel, just because I don't have my own particular live streaming channel to do it on, which I could make, but I'm too lazy, so I'm probably just going to do it on Lady Stanger's channel. But I wanted you guys to think about that, and also if you guys want to see me play any more games, if you have any games that you were hoping to watch me play, or to talk about or anything like that, let me know down in the comment section below. Just if you want to talk to me in general, I read almost every single one of my comments, so please just leave something down below, so I'll probably get to reading it, and I'll do my best to answer them, and and hopefully do what you guys are asking for. But we'll see what I can do. Obviously, there's a lot of people asking a lot of different things. Because just in general, my channel is really starting to pick up steam, and I'm really happy with the progress that this YouTube channel has made, that all of you have done for me. I really appreciate, everybody who's subscribed, and so I'm trying to hopefully make more content, but the videos that I put out every week usually take quite a bit of time. So I'm looking to try and make some, some of the easier content, maybe some live gameplay videos, stuff like that, stuff that I can put out a little bit faster, so I can put out more than just one video a week. So I want your opinion on all that stuff, because this channel has grown way faster than I ever expected, which I really appreciate. And so hopefully I can try and keep up with that and give you guys the kind of content that you want. Oh, and as a quick little bonus side note, if any of you managed to get the Hell Tower Miraz mission, there is a bonus, or the advanced mission or whatever, that gets you 20 points every single time you touch the Abominomicon. Well, it didn't actually work as intended, and you can actually get 20 points for every time you touch the Abominomicon, not for every time you touch the Abominomicon per game. So if you actually just run through the Abominomicon over and over again after you get to the Skull Island or whatever on Hell Tower, it'll just count that as multiple times. So that's a pretty quick way to go ahead and finish that contract if you're looking for a way to get that done nice and quick. And anyway, guys, that covers just about everything that I wanted to cover for this Halloween update. And with that, let's keep the internet spooky. I'll see you then. Hello, my name is Sir Stanger. Hello, my name is Sir Stanger. Hello, my name is Sir Stanger. Hello,
can I have the attention of the internet?
My name
for
is
1 second.
My name is Sir Stanger.